Hello and welcome to Rad Chat, the multi-award-winning therapeutic radiographer-led oncology podcast. My name's Jo McNamara and I'm joined by fellow host Norman Joel Anderson.
Hi everyone.
So we have our last and final guest for the day before our president Emma Hyde comes to talk to us. So would you like to, Dave, just introduce yourself and what you currently do?
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Pilborough. I'm a therapeutic radiographer working in Derby. I'm also the UK Council member for the Midlands and I'm currently President-elect.
So, today, one of the big things that we wanted to talk to you about is the fact that in my inbox I have a request for Ballot. Can you explain what that is about and why people should engage?
Yeah, that's right. As people will remember, the government offered all health workers a pay deal a few months ago. All the health unions consulted their members on that. The majority of the health unions accepted it, so the government are pushing forward with the deal. However, our members, our SR members, comprehensively rejected the pay deal. We've asked for further talks with the government, but they've just ignored us. So we feel the only route that we've got to push our agenda forward is by calling our members for strike action. So the ballots will be asking you if you want to go on strike. You'll be getting physical ballots through the post because they are bright yellow, so hopefully you'll not miss them. Please fill them in as soon as you can and send them back.
Why is it so important for members to actually not just think in their head, oh yes, I would strike? Why is it so imperative that they do the ballot?
Okay. Over the past few years, the government has introduced lots of anti-union legislation, which means that we have lots of hoops to jump through in order to go on strike. We can't just say we're going out to strike and walk out the door. So we have to consult our members to find out what they want to do. And there are thresholds that we have to pass, so a certain amount of our members have to join in the ballot, and a certain amount of members of those who vote have to then vote in favour of the ballot for it to be deemed an official legal strike, which is why we consulted our members first to gauge their feeling on things before we engage in this proper official ballot, which we have to do by post, which is another legislative hoop we have to jump through.
So, for me as a therapeutic radiographer, if I'm working in clinical and I agree to strike, I know that the impact of that is going to be on patients.
Yes.
So, morally and ethically, in my head I'm thinking, how can I ballot to strike knowing that potentially lives will be lost because of not being able to work?
Yeah, I think all of us who work in the profession are in it for the patients. We all know patient care is at the uppermost of our thoughts every day we go into work. I would be lying to you if I said that a strike wouldn't have an impact on our patients as a whole. I would have thought all departments will come up with a plan to work around the strike so that the most urgent patients, the most important patients get their scans, their treatment and that sort of thing. There will be an impact on patients, no doubt, but there'll be a greater impact on patients if we don't address the problems that we're facing with pay, recruitment and retention, because we're just hemorrhaging staff and the waiting lists will just get longer and longer, so the impact on patients will be a lot greater if we do sit back and do nothing about it. So yes, there will be an impact on patients on the days we opt to go out on strike. But like I say, I think most departments will come up with a way of working around that, so the most urgent patients are still treated. Ones who need their treatment, category 1 patients are seen by an emergency team. But like I say, we decided as a union and certainly as a leadership that we have to go down this line. We don't want to. None of us want to go on strike. We would all far rather be in work treating our patients. It's what we joined the NHS for. But we feel that given the reaction of our members and the pay deal, there is no other way for us to go.
I think that's the key point, is this isn't for fun. Like, we've been forced into this point. I've got friends who've actually used food banks.
Yes.
And they're going into work every day and they can't afford to feed their kids.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, we've got members who are leaving the profession because they can go and earn money that they need to pay their bills easier and get paid more doing other jobs. They don't want to leave the profession. People are in this profession not because it's well paid. It's not a high flying salary. It's because of the compassion they have for their patients that they want to be in the job, but they feel they've got no option other than to go and find work elsewhere to deal with, like I say, the rising bills, food costs. Food inflation was 19% last month. So in the last 15 years, our members have seen a real pay cut.
Yeah.
Average weekly salaries have gone up 55% in that time. Ours have gone up half that. And yet inflation has been way over that. So our members are left with no other option. And I say we've tried to engage with the government. They won't talk to us. So we feel this is the only way. But we have to go through these hoops to jump. We have to get people to fill in these ballots and send them back as quickly as possible. So we've got the official backing to make the strike legal and try and make our point.
Can I ask, because other unions have already done like their strike action or their ballots, where do we stand in agenda for change, and where we sit alongside all our other HPs and nursing colleagues?
Well, I think that's a prickly issue that came up with the pay deal, as part of the pay deal terms and conditions. There was a little rider added on the back about a different pay spine for various groups of workers. As a leadership at the SOR, we are completely against that. We agree that AFC needs reviewing. It's been around for a while. It doesn't work perfectly, but it does work to a certain extent. It needs reviewing. We don't think that the best way of doing it is by sticking on the back of a pay deal to try and bribe certain sections of the healthcare workforce to vote for the pay deal because they think they're going to get something better in the future. So yes, the system definitely is reviewing. It's not the way to do it like this. It should be done on its own merits and looked at as a whole, not just as a way of pushing people into voting for the pay deal.
Almost creates a bit of animosity amongst different professions.
It's the government trying to sort of put us against one another, so they're sort of dividing and conquer.
Yeah.
We'll give you this, so you'll vote for it. We'll give you that, so you'll vote for it. And then, so we're not alone in rejecting the deal. Members of Unite and the RCN have also rejected it. So it's not.
If anyone's not a Society College of Radiographer member, but wants to consider joining, is it too late? Is it worth joining now to be able to ballot?
It's certainly worth joining now. You can join in a matter of minutes on the website, or dare I suggest you could even use the old-fashioned memory of ringing up someone on the phone. Our membership team are always on the end of emails and saying that you can join in a matter of minutes. So if you want to join the union, join the society, and have your point heard along with the rest of us, then there's nothing left to go.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us
No
today.
problem. Thank you, Jo.
And we will circulate the ballot links specifically with the podcast episode.
Wonderful.
Thank you.